Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. This is the Karin RS Classic. Karin Sultan RS Classic. I know its name. Yes, I know its name. And I'm about to find out if it'll off-road. And at the outset of today's video, I just want to say if I sound a little hoarse, if my voice cracks at weird times, I'm sorry. I am literally smack dab in the middle of my September subathon over on Twitch, which is 7 days in a row of live streams, which is a bit much. So, yeah. Hey, you know what? It's going well. We've had some good donations. We had some good bit cheers. More importantly, we've had some new subscribers. We've already given away a t-shirt, and we're only halfway through. Of course, by the time you watch this video, this subathon will be over, but that doesn't mean that you can't just head on over to my Twitch channel, hit that follow button if you want, even hit that subscribe with my Prime subscription button, or even a paid subscription. That's fine too. We take those. So yeah, things that you also want to do while watching this video, go into the description down below, click on the link for Will It Off-Road Bingo. Once you get there, click on Generate New Card, and then tap or click on things as they happen in the video. And if you manage to score a bingo, then throw bingo down in the comments below, like literally the words bingo, and you know, right down there in the comments, because we need a winner. We have not had a Will It Off-Road bingo winner this entire season, and this is it, guys. This is the last one. This is the final regular Will It Off-Road video for tuners. So this season's done. We will be back over the next 2 weeks with Will It Off-Road at the races, where we'll be taking the two fastest and the two slowest vehicles up and down the mountain in races. And that will be the Karin Sultan RS Classic and the Emperor Vector for our two fastest, and then the Karin Previon GTX and Volker Warner HKR for our two slowest. So it's going to be some interesting races. Good mix of cars there. Calico got beat out though. Of course, with the Sultan RS Classic, there's no off-road traction loss, so this thing can just go. I mean, it has to deal with being in the dirt and spinning, you know, its wheels a little bit, not having the best grip because of the dirt, and you know, running into stuff like that, costing it like 4 seconds. Would have been really nice if we could have gotten that 4 seconds shaved off too. Not that it would have set a record, but it would have definitely moved it way up in the pack. But we are up 2 minutes 29 seconds. Will it off-road? Oh yeah, will it? That makes it number 2 in sports out of 63 that we have tested. It is 6.55 seconds slower than the Weenie Issy Sport, and 1.87 seconds faster than the Emperor Vector. Number 6 overall, out of 320 vehicles as of this video. Sorry, yeah, 320 vehicles as of this video. I almost said 620. It is 2.5 seconds slower than Canis Camacho, and 1 second faster than the DR1. What is that? DR1 is it the Classy? I think so. And it is number 1 in tuners, which is pretty impressive. Having a bit of an issue, you know, going back down the mountain, as one does from time to time. You know, things happen. Can't be avoided sometimes. What are you gonna do? What you should do, come hang out on the Vainglorious Discord server. Link in the description down below, and it's already probably appeared in this video once, maybe even twice. And if you happen to be a part of the Vainglorious Discord server, and you play GTA Online on PC, we would love to have you join us every Sunday afternoon when we record our Will It Off-Road videos and other community videos. And of course, on Saturday afternoons, we have our YouTube community live stream. Yeah, I live stream on YouTube as well as Twitch, but only once a week because, let's face it, YouTube's live streaming, not the best. And the algorithm now buries this video. Like anybody watches it anyway. Take that, algorithm. Yeah. But the Sultan RS Classic, fantastic on the mountain. I mean, it's what it's made for. It's a little rally car. Even though it, you know, doesn't have the best rally features. To be able to really rally it up, it is pretty good. Somehow, though, my hood got damaged. I don't remember ever hitting anything. Like on the way up, it was even damaged, and the engine was rattling on the way up. Not enough to slow the car down. So I'm not really worried about how it impacted performance. It was just the first stage of rattles. That usually doesn't hurt your performance. It's not until you get lower down in there. But we've had an engine rattle this whole time. Whoa, 2-wheel action. That was pretty cool. And coming down around to our first bit of the bends on the pavement. Final long sleeping corner into the last tight turn. And we are down 2 minutes, 21 seconds. So we will head back to the top of Mount Chiliad. There's somebody's hood. That's the most entrance anybody made, was a hood. We're back at the top of Mount Chiliad for our damaged ascent, where we fling the vehicles off the side of the mountain. And I'm just going to say right now to those of you who are in the recording with me, when we do that, whichever one of you has that arena horn, never honk it again when we're recording. That bitch of a horn is so hard to edit around. And if you honk it, I'm kicking you. Because that thing is so loud, and just that, like, the octave that it's at makes it so difficult to edit the audio in this video. So never, ever, ever again shall you honk your arena horn in one of my videos, because that's just, one, it's obnoxious, and two, I don't want to spend extra time editing videos. Yeah, I'd rather kick you. That's kind of how it goes. We do have some basic rules. Tool and off-road, and now no arena horns. That's just, you know, it's fair. I don't want to make that job harder. Oh, hello, Boulder. Thankfully, the Sultan RS Classic is all-wheel drive, so not too hard to get off of there. Definitely getting thrown around in the bumpy muddy bits quite a bit, though. I mean, we're just getting tossed and turned and thrown all around, threatened by Vietnam-era warship up there. I mean, come on. Actually, it's just a gunship. It's not really a warship. I tried my best to get up and over the woodpile, and technically I succeeded. I was higher than the woodpile. I just didn't go over the woodpile. But we're down 1 minute, 34 seconds. Let's take a look at the damage on the Sultan RS Classic. Most of the windows and lights are gone. The hood, the front bumper, and right front fender are missing. The doors will not close. The rear bumper is damaged. The engine's damaged. The body's damaged. And the wheels are bent. And I went through that way too fast, so we still have a spinning around shot left. So, hi. Oh my God. That guy, it was on my last nerve. Anyways, there's our support vehicles from the front. There's our support vehicles from the back. And that is going to bring us to our next vehicle. The very final one from Tuners to be tested, the Karin Previon, or Previon, I guess if you want to say it really wrong. And we're going to find out here in just a moment how it stacks up against all the other tuners, and of course against the other coupes, because this is the first coupe to be added to the game in over 5 years, which was pretty impressive. This was actually a really fun portion of the video. I don't know if you happen to notice the icons on the map, but we do have a friend in a tank, and later on we will have a friend in another tank in a Kanjali. And it made for some good times. We ran out of daylight before we could get the damage ascent done, so we had to wait on top of the mountain overnight. And while we were up there, they played a game of using the tank turret to bat people off the top of the mountain. It was pretty entertaining. And of course, you could see all that footage, as well as hear all of our banter and other cutout footage that didn't make it into the public video. If you are a Vainglorious supporter, on the Vainglorious Discord server, there is a Vainglorious supporters channel where I post a link to the behind the scenes version of Bullet Off-Road that contains all that cut footage. And you can become a supporter one of 3 different ways, either by being or making a pledge on Patreon, monthly pledge on Patreon, by becoming a Twitch subscriber, including gift subs. So if you're gifted a sub, that's fine, that counts. Or using your Amazon Prime, or even just a regular old paid sub. Or you can become a member right here on YouTube. All 3 of those gain you access as long as you have the respective service linked to your Discord profile. It'll automatically give you a role that gets you into that channel where you can get the link And what's really cool is you can get the link for all the past supporters only stuff, and there's a lot of stuff. And it's not just behind the scenes videos. Sometimes I do post some IRL stuff in there. And you'll be able to see the whole history of the channel. So, you know, you'll get years worth of supporters only stuff just as soon as you sign up. The Previon. Almost made it 2 minutes without talking about the car. It's a rear-wheel drive sports car, coupe. And, you know, it has good grip. But in the dirt, it does suffer from its off-road traction loss. So it's not going to set any impressive time like compared to all the other tuners, or even really in the overall ranking, though it doesn't do too bad in the overall ranking. But, you know, it's nothing to get too terribly excited about when you compare it to all 320 vehicles that we've tested in Willett Off-Road. But when it comes to comparing it against all the other coupes is when the story changes. And we'll talk about that here in a minute as I spend a moment stuck on a thing there. There you go, we're up. 2 minutes, 44 seconds. So will the Previon off-road? I hope. Yes, yes it will. Of course, no big surprise here. Making it number 1 out of the 6 coupes that we have tested. It is 9.25 seconds faster than the number 2 coupe, which was the Felon. That's just impressive that it can get up the mountain 9 seconds faster. It's number 52 overall out of the 320. It slots in between the Tyrant and the Cyclone by 1/10 of a second, either direction. The Tyrant being 1/10 of a second faster, the Cyclone being 1/10 of a second slower. Yeah, I don't want him in Willett Off-Road anymore. I know he's going to watch the video and be mad, but I don't care. It is number 7 out of 17 tuners. It is 3.5 seconds slower than the Dominator ASP and 0.5 second faster than the Growler or Comet S Growler Safari. I don't know. They're all the same car. It's the Growler. It's 0.5 second faster than the Growler. That's what I wrote in ink with my ink pen. I wouldn't have written it if it weren't true. So, oh my God. Hi, Charlie. Charlie tried to take those twin lines, nearly smashed the lead car. It was quite entertaining. I didn't believe he was like, watch out, no. It was pretty good. It was pretty epic. Looks like one of the tanks is having a bit of a problem over there. I just see a tank icon furiously spinning, kind of just slightly off the path over there. So that's kind of cool. And then we're going to come up on the other tank, I think. Yeah, there he is. Just trying to get it unstuck. He got it a little bit wedged there. We do get that tank to the top of the mountain, and no, we did not use a cargo bob. In the damage descent, to get to the top, since we had time to kill, Sven used his Kanjali to push the other tank up the mountain. Just absolutely impressive. It was really cool if you stop and think about it. But it got up there, and we had 2 tanks going down in the damage descent with us, which as a regular car in the damage descent was absolutely terrifying. But we'll get there. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. We're still in the controlled descent, which is going fine. It's a coupe that handles really well, so there's nothing really to remark about. It did fine. It's just fine. So it's not like anything notable. You know, the car is very predictable. It's a very easy car to drive. Not the fastest thing on the planet. It's fine. I like it. I like it a lot. I like its looks. I like the way it drives. But we're down 2 minutes, 32 seconds. So we are going to go back to the top of Mount Chiliad. We are going to throw this vehicle along with 2 tanks off the top of the mountain and pray that nobody gets squished and goes boom by a tank. Yeah. You can see I'm trying my best to get my landings perfect so I can get away from those tanks. Sadly, I got stuck in a tree. It's not helping that I'm getting just kind of hammered into the tree a little bit more by a Sand King and whatever it is J-Bose is in. I can't really tell what J-Bose is in. Toreador? Toreador. Yeah, we got this Toreador. 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 I don't know how to say it. It's Toreador. It's Toreador. Yeah, it's Toreador. We're all kind of just trying to help each other out to avoid the tanks. You can see those tank icons, though, definitely closing in very quick. I do believe I've already gotten hit by a tank, though. If you look at my spoiler, maybe when I got hit in the tree, maybe that's when that happened. But that spoiler is messed up. And that doesn't normally happen. Spoilers don't normally get damaged unless they're like an active aerodynamic spoiler. And they just kind of get squished. And they stop working. Oh my god, it's just melee trying to avoid those tanks. Everybody going through it. It looks like Hobo's regular Sultan was just absolutely trashed. Trying frantically to get back on my wheels because once again, the tank icons are closing in. If I had to do it backwards, I'll do it backwards, but somebody riding me there. But now everybody's in the way and I just want to get free. Especially because look, over the right, the tank's cheating. The tank cheated, he went up on the road. I'm going to get through there though. I made it. I'm fine. We're good. It's fine. Up and over the wood pile, sort of, ish. But we're down 1 minute, 57 seconds. So as I get assaulted by Spin in a giant zebra tank, let's take a look at the damage, which is all the lights, the hood, both bumpers, and the left door. The remaining door and trunk will not close. There is body damage, and there are bent wheels. And guys, that's going to do it for the final Tuner series of Will It Off-Road. We'll be back for 2 weeks of Will It Off-Road at the races. And then we might take just a very short break from Will It Off-Road, but we will be back very soon this autumn with Will It Off-Road on Project Homecoming with the meme vehicles, which should be a lot of fun. We're not going to do them all, but we're going to do some. But until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.